Yo, happy Monday! What's up to all of our scholars? Man, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're having a great start to a new week. Hope you have your holiday sweater on. I mean, I am rocking a holiday sweater. I've got a penguin at the North Pole over here, some candy canes, a couple of snowmen and Christmas trees. I mean, if this doesn't say holiday sweater or holiday attire, I don't know what does. So welcome to Spirit Week. Today is holiday sweater day. Tomorrow we're asking for some festive lights. Wednesday, your best holiday hat. And Thursday, you're going to put on as much Alan J. prep gear as you can. And the key to all this, man, turn your cameras on. Have some fun with it. Your teachers are going to be taking part in Spirit Week, and I hope you will too. Hey, I got a leadership lesson for you this week. It is on the topic of letting your light shine. We're using superheroes all this year to think about how you can unleash the superhero within yourself, overcome obstacles, be successful. I've got some superheroes behind me here today. These are all Marvel characters. The character I'm using today is a DC character from DC Comics. It is the Green Lantern. If you don't know a lot about him, let me introduce you. He's a really cool character, and I like the way we're going to use his this Let Your Light Shine theme with him. He showed up in the 1940s. Think about that. This is 2020s. This is over 80 years ago when DC Comics introduced the Green Lantern. It was the first a guy named Alan Scott. He was a railway engineer, so he worked on the railroad. And there was a mysterious railway crash in the first edition of Green Lantern, and he came in contact with this magic lantern. It was green, and it also was crafted into a ring. So Alan Scott crafted this ring from this lantern, and it gave him incredible abilities. It gave him the ability to fly. It gave him the ability to create like this green aura or this energy around him that he used to hypnotize people. He could also put someone into a state of paralysis, and he could even travel through time. So those are some pretty cool powers that he got from this green ring. So he became known as the Green Lantern. But the Green Lantern is actually not just Alan Scott. It was a collection of superheroes who were all using the same energy source as a way to save Earth from evil. So they were part of like the Green Lantern Corps. Well, in 1959, DC Comics reinvented the Green Lantern. And no longer were they using the character Alan Scott. They began using this guy named Hal Jordan. And Hal Jordan's probably the most popular of the Green Lantern Corps. He shows up in 1959. He's a former combat pilot. And he teams up into the comic books with superheroes like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. They're all DC characters as well. And the cool thing about this is that he uses this ring that you see in the picture here. And it creates this really bright green light. And it displays all of his power, and it gives him opportunities to do good. And this is something really cool. The light shines the brightest when he is doing the most good. Like when he is overcoming big instances of evil, when he's protecting Earth from these huge villains, his light really begins to shine very bright. Something else very interesting that the writers and the creators of the Green Lantern did is they made it so that his ring doesn't have an endless supply of power. In fact, Hal Jordan has to charge his ring by reconnecting it to the original Green Lantern. That is the energy source for the entire Green Lantern Corps. And you can see him in this image. There's the ring. He's holding the original Green Lantern. And in this comic book image, he is recharging the ring. So his ring can't just continue to provide all this power and source of energy except when it connects. So he actually quotes what they call the Green Lantern Oath while he is reconnecting the ring or while he is charging it. And you'll see, we got a little clip here that I think you'll enjoy. Now he's fighting a villain here. The audio is pretty tough, man, because you've got like this character who's really has this deep, violent, evil voice. But as this voice is trying to intimidate Hal Jordan, he is quoting the oath of the Green Lantern. I'll show you that oath here in just a minute. But you see him using this energy source, and you will see that as he becomes closer and closer to defeating this enemy, this light is going to get brighter and brighter and brighter. Take a look. Boom! There it is. So part of that quote talks about beware my power. It is Green Lantern's light. I'm going to show you that quote right here. This is the oath. It says, in brightest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. I'll come back to that in just a minute, but I want you to think about letting your own light shine. You know, leaders, these people have the ability to shine. They have the ability to give off a light that impacts others in a positive way. And something else, leaders have a commitment to doing that. So leaders want to shine their light. The good, everything that is within you, you want to be able to shine that on other people. Now, our light is developed in a variety of ways. Let me move myself out of here for just a second. Our light is developed through years of growth and experiences that help your light become bright, and oftentimes reflect the light that other people have kind of helped shine upon us. When you think about the moon, you see the moon at night, you see the stars at night all hanging in the sky. They don't have their own light. Their light comes from the sun shining off of them or reflecting off of them. And I want you to think about that. Like, who are the people that have invested in you so that you have a great light to shine for others? Because our light doesn't just come from ourselves. Our energy source, our light, comes from other people investing in us and the experiences that we have in life. Something else to consider about letting your light shine, man, it's not always easy. Like, shining your light takes a lot of work. Sometimes you have to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to take a risk. And so shining light can also bring ridicule your way sometimes. I think sometimes young people kind of refrain from shining their light and putting themselves out there and always being someone who's stepping up and doing what's right and being seen as a leader. Sometimes people shy away from that, or they're hesitant. So just like Hal Jordan has to recharge his light or his ring, leaders have to consistently polish our own shine by connecting with other mentors, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, investing in our own growth. Shining your light isn't always easy, but here's some great ways that you can do it. I want you to think about some ways that your light can shine as well. These are some things that we know leaders consistently do to make them shine. Having a positive attitude. Young people and adults that have positive attitudes are seen as people who shine. People want to be around them. They give off warmth and energy. So if you can always bring a positive attitude, you're well on your way to shining and being a leader. Also, thinking about the way you serve others and expecting nothing in return. Whatever you can do for other people, just as a way to just say, hey, I care about you. I want to be sure you're doing well. This is a way that I want to serve you. That's a great way to shine, man. People see that as a great example of leadership. And last but not least, man, just using great manners. Being polite to people. We talk about using yes, ma'am, and no, sir, and thank you, and please, and you're welcome. Those are great ways, man, to address people and to make them see that you are investing in yourself as a leader, and you're investing and showing value towards them in the way that you treat them. Hey, one more time. Here's that Green Lantern oath. I'm not asking you to memorize that because you're not part of the Green Lantern Corps. But when we teach this lesson throughout the years at Allen J. Prep, we have like this shine card that we used to give our scholars. And it was this quote. It says, I'm a scholar at AJ Prep and I choose to shine. I'm committed to giving off a bright light for others to follow. I choose to reflect the positive values that are instilled in me by my parents and by the academy. And I seek to even polish myself and others in my quest to become a more effective leader and scholar. Hope you'll read that just to yourself for a moment and just think about your commitment to shining, to doing good for other people, just like the Green Lantern. A couple questions for you guys to think about this morning. Hope you have an opportunity to talk about this with your morning check-in group. What are some things that your parents or other people have done to help you develop your light? I know that my mom was very influential in my life and helping me to develop positive values and manners. And my dad was always talking about good sportsmanship. And those are things that I reflect in the way that I live my life. So think about what things parents and others have done to help you develop your own light. Also, I want you to think about this question. Why do you think some people are hesitant to shine? You know, some people don't always step up and do stuff for other people. Some people are hesitant to maybe just always think about doing good and serving and even using manners. Why do you think some people are hesitant? And last but not least, I want you to think about This last question, what are some other ways that you can shine, especially during the holiday season? There's a lot going on. It's a busy time of year, but there are certainly ways where you can shine. I know we've had some challenges with remote learning and school closure, and man, there's some good news on the horizon, man. It sounds like we've got a vaccine coming, and I think schools are going to open up again soon. Maybe life can get back to normal. Kids could be playing ball, going to dance recitals, doing all the stuff that we love to do. And I tell you what, Green Lantern's got a great quote about that. He says, no matter how bad things get, something good is out there, just over the horizon. There's a very positive attitude coming from him. Hey, we had a great week of competition last week. Our houses were competing. I talked with you Thursday morning about earning your Scholar Dollars and a chance to cash those in at the end of the second quarter and at the Scholar Dollar store. So let's see how we've done. Let's see which house finds themselves winning week 17. Let's take a look. Oh, whoa now. I do believe Dynamis House is the winner of week 17. 1,629 house points. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's bringing the energy. That's showing the power of the ring. Whatever it is, Dynamis House, keep it up. That's my house. Hey, I'm going to leave Leaders Creed up here for you guys to take a look at. I hope you have a fantastic week. Be sure to take part in Spirit Week this week. There's all kinds of good things going on. I look forward to seeing you soon, guys. Have a great week.